You wouldn't believe it, but this story starts with a girl named Jen Kai, who happens to be Lion Hua's sister. Jen Kai left home and told Lion Hua the address, but it took over a decade to find it, like a mystery thriller. The boss lady showed a yellowed photo, saying Lion Hua asked about her sister a trip down memory lane. But Jen Kai was taken out by a killer ages ago. After seeing the photo, Ying Sen's jaw practically hit the floor. How is that even possible? Naomi called in, saying she's tracking down the suspect who attacked Lion Hua and needs Ying Sen to confirm the footage. It's like a real-life game of chase. Ying Sen worried about Naomi. After hanging up, they checked the footage and saw a coat-clad person entering the room. This person walked straight to the bed and grabbed Lion Hua by the neck. Talk about a sudden plot twist. Without thinking, Ying Sen exclaimed, "What? It can't be you." Turns out, Great's daughter Xiaoyi was caught, and the police confirmed it was her who attacked Lion Hua. The next day, Rape went to visit her daughter at the detention center, but Xiaoyi flat out refused to see her. Who needs family gatherings, right? Rape trudged home disappointed, finding Yang Zai there. Ying Sen sat and revealed a desire for revenge on their biological father. Grape asked Yang Zai what was up today, to which Ying Sen coolly replied, "I make Grandpa's baby, not Grape's." There's something she needed to apologize for. Turns out Xiaoyi's madness was all her doing. 15 years ago, Xiaoyi was the only daughter in the family, and her parents showered her with all their love. Then Grape brought home a baby, and this outsider snatched all the affection. Xiaoyi has been waiting for a chance to kick the baby out, and finally, the opportunity presented itself. Ying Sen searched for info on her father late at night. Xiaoyi threatened to expose it, but Ying Sen put a knife to her throat. Ying Sen warned Xiaoyi, "If you snitch, it'll end you." From that night on, Xiaoyi couldn't sleep a wink. As a result, she became increasingly disoriented, and when she heard all this, she burst into uncontrollable laughter, tears streaming down her face. It took her a good half a minute to calm down, but when she saw Ying Sen bring his girlfriend home with the happiness she had never seen, she realized the long-awaited chance for revenge had finally arrived as she started stalking Lion Hua. She witnessed Ying Sen confessing to his girlfriend and followed them to a rundown neighborhood. Lion Hua was stabbed by Xiaoyi, but at that moment, Ying Sen was already unconscious, lying on the floor. When he woke up again, he had transformed into Ying Sen. Learning that his daughter was tormented into madness by his adopted son, Grape remained eerily calm. Ying Sen mentioned the hospital incident. Lion Hua said Mr. Bai was nearby. He pondered for ages. With Xiaoyi's age, she couldn't possibly be the killer from 15 years ago. After some deductive reasoning, he found the only answer. Ying Sen had one nagging question: why did the killer torture the victims before the kill? Before Grape could reply, Ying Sen answered it himself, because the killer had no sense of pain whatsoever. Grape remained calm as if nothing had ever happened to talk about a poker face. He gently pulled out a dagger, bandaging his wound while saying, just based on this, to claim he's the killer. That seems a bit far-fetched. The victim of the Bai case, Jen Kai, was killed on March 29, 2007, in Keiyu County. During that time, he was vacationing in Hokkaido with his family, providing him with a solid alibi. Ying Sen knew this, and Lion Hua figured it out too, which is why she traveled to Hokkaido. From the mama-san who brought her sister back, she saw a photo with the capture date in the bottom corner. That date was March 27, 2007, implying that during that time, Jen Kai was also vacationing in Hokkaido. She was murdered though on March 27. The body was discarded in Keiyu County on March 29, and then a fake crime scene was staged of all currency sign. No suspicion from the police. Ying Sen already asked Yang's mother. They rented a car for that trip. What a plot twist. Yoshima interrupted Ying Sen again, claiming these were just baseless speculations. He was just connecting the dots between Jai Hong and Jen Kai. Ying Sen declared he wasn't just guessing. The dying detective Tao told him there were customer records from the Lu Valley Club in that car. Based on that info, he tracked down many who worked at Lu Valley back in the day. More than one of them told him that if they weren't willing, Bai would always lend a helping hand. His father wasn't fighting this battle alone. He was collaborating with another individual who was tasked with assisting and coordinating with the sex workers. That was indeed your best answer, wasn't it? Ying Sen's pent-up rage, buried for 15 years, erupted in that very instant. He gritted his teeth and questioned Grape furiously, "Why did you do that?" Grape calmly stood up and admitted, "You're right. Torturing the victims provided him with a thrill. This was merely one of the reasons. Seriously, as a kid, he enjoyed adopting cute pets only to slowly torture them to death." Throughout his growing up process, he experienced numerous impulses to harm humans but always managed to restrain himself. Until 16 years ago, when he randomly lost all sense of pain. He thought that was a divine message. While torturing others, he could capture the pain from their faces. Luckily, the police were on.